WSFR Coffin Radio.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Coffin Radio. I am Heartthrob Rob, and today we are talking all things WrestleMania 39 weekend. I'm a huge wrestling fan, man, and so WrestleMania 39, the mecca of all wrestling, the Super Bowl of wrestling, is going to be right here in my backyard of Los Angeles. I live in Orange County, but Los Angeles, the next county over, and I'm going to try and be at as much wrestling as I can, trying to take in as much wrestling shows as I can because when it's WrestleMania weekend and it being in Los Angeles, it's not just it's not just WWE that's going to be out there. You're going to have, everyone else from the AEW people, from Ring of Honor, New Japan, Impact Wrestling, GCW. It's all of that. So it's not just the 2 nights of wrestling. It's really like 5 nights of wrestling. That's going to be absolutely insane. So I'm really excited for it. So I kind of just wanted to give a brief overview of everything that's going to be happening that weekend from all the companies that are going to be, involved. So like I said, I'm super excited. I really can't wait. So, I think we should just dig into WrestleMania 39, what's really bringing us here. So WrestleMania 39, we're going to have Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. And I think the storylines that they have right now with WWE, probably the best we've had in a long, long time, over 2 decades. I mean, the storyline with the bloodline, with Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, Paul Heyman, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. It's included everybody, right? Everybody, the Cody. And so for this year-long story, especially the Sami stuff with him coming part of the Island of Relevancy and then him getting kicked out, I think this storyline is really, really good stuff. I mean, I'm from the Attitude Era. I remember Austin and Rock. And of course, the promos from them much better. But I'm saying those storylines weren't just like, oh my God, how bad do The Rock and Austin hate each other? How good are their promos, right? But meanwhile, this is like, how cool is this storyline that's happening? How dope is, everything that's progress or, transgressed from over the last year, because that's how long the story's been going on. And then Roman's been the champ for 3 years. So to see Cody get it and try and win the belt that they never took, they never gave to his daddy, I think that's a fucking really cool story. I think it's really amazing, and I'm really excited for that one. So like I said, just a brief overview of kind of what's going on. But yeah, that's really why I'm excited for WWE. But it's not just WWE that's going to be there. Like I said, Ring of Honor, GCW, New Japan, Impact Wrestling. I'm going to try and go to as many shows as I can. But I think the coolest thing that they have is GCW is going to be having 4 days of wrestling there in LA. 2 days with pure 12 hours of wrestling. So, while you're there, you're going to get a lot of different things. You're going to get Santino Brothers, who's opening the show, and you lead with your best foot forward, and they know to put Santino Brothers on there. If you haven't checked out Santino Brothers, or you're a Southern California fan, or just a wrestling fan in general, you need to check out Santino Brothers. They produce some of the best wrestling shows out here. They produce a lot of your favorite wrestlers. They come, they're a training school, and they're going to have one of the best shows of that fucking weekend for sure. Next, you're going to have Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. That's going to have some great, incredible, MMA style stuff. You're going to have DDT, which is a Japanese program company. You're going to have For the Culture. It's going to be African American wrestlers. Like, it's a whole card of African American wrestlers, which is cool, man. Like, who doesn't want to see all their homeboys like that? Like, that's fucking amazing. Like, let's put it on for the culture. That's exactly what it is, right? Even from there, you're going to have Effie's Big Gay Lunch, which is like super pro LGBTQ plus wrestlers, which is, again, progressive. That's cool, man. There's something for everybody here this weekend, and that's really what I'm trying to hammer home as the message for WrestleMania 39 weekend. Gringo Loco, who's also going to be bringing the Luchadors. As I turn the page here, we're going to have Jimmy Lloyd's Degeneration F, which is going to be really fun. DDT versus GCW on another show. Joey Janela's Spring Break. Joey Janela knows to bring, a lot of party when he comes around. Emo Fight will also be there, and the Indie Wrestling Hall of Fame. A lot of stuff, dude. So WrestleMania 39 is going to be crazy, and that's just the GCW stuff. Like I said, that's what I think is a really cool part of it. I'm glad that GCW is going to be putting that part of the card together. Really get down there, really check out what's happening in the underground in the indie wrestling scene with GCW. Moving on from there, obviously we're also going to have the big guys are there, right? Ring of Honor, which is this, the sister brother company of AEW. So don't think there's not going to be some AEW run-ins. Going to little be, they're programming against SmackDown that night. So we're going to see a lot of different wrestling, a lot of Ring of Honor guys, Super Card of Honor, which is always one of their bigger shows of the year. Or excuse me, I think that's the biggest show of the year, isn't it? For Ring of Honor, the first or the second biggest show, something like that. So they're gonna fucking go all out. The match has been announced. Obviously, Claudio is the Ring of Honor champion. It's gonna be great to see a match from Claudio right here in our backyard. From there, there's also gonna be, excuse me. From there, there's also gonna be New Japan versus Impact Wrestling. They're calling it the Multiverse. Dude, you're gonna see the best of the best of New Japan Wrestling against the best of Impact Wrestling. Where else? What other promotions, top guys are doing that? That shows that these guys really care more about the culture, progression, putting wrestling forward, man. When the books are written about this stuff later, whose names are going to be in there? And that's what this kind of shit is about. We're getting the best of the best. New Japan, Impact Wrestling. It's not just WWE out here nowadays, dude. The people that they're going to have are insane. Like, they're going to have Mickey James, Gianna Perrazzo, um, Wolf Zaddies will also be on the card. Uh, Bullet Club with Chris Bay, Ace Austin. Like, these are incredible wrestlers that you need to check out. This show, I think, might have sold out. I know I have my ticket, but this is definitely one that you're going to want to check, stream, whatever you're going to do. But you need to watch this one for sure. And dude, that's just the big guys, right? The big promotions. Let alone shout out to all the other wrestling companies that are going to be out there. I'm going to run down a quick, list of the homies that are going to be out there. Shout out to all the people that are putting out for Southern California wrestling, because out there we're going to have, obviously, WaleMania is going to be out there, Wale's own wrestling show. Undertaker's going to be doing his one-man show. I know those are some of the bigger stuff, but that's going to be huge. Empire Wrestling Federation, shout out to them. They're going to have a show. Millennium Pro Wrestling, another wrestling school that you need to check out. A lot of great wrestling coming from there. Lucha Wrestling Puro Rosu, another great company that is producing a lot of great matches. Alex Gracia will be on that card, so you really need to check that one out. VXS is also going to be out there that weekend. VXS, another great Southern California based company, has a lot of great matches. Pandemonium Wrestling, I've seen Kid Bandit will be on that card. Johnny Mundo, what's his name? Johnny Mundo will be on the card as well. John Hannigan, John Morrison. Circle Six will also have another show out there. They will also be putting on a couple of shows. Circle Six is really taking that deathmatch stuff, really showing the quality of wrestling, putting on crazy shows in LA and Hollywood. You really need to check them out. Prestige Wrestling will also be out there. Prestige has a wrestling shows maybe 3-4 times in Southern California per year, and they're also really good. They also have a lot of great wrestling on there. That's something you need to check out. And the whole time that this is happening, WrestleCon will also be involved. WrestleCon will be on. I plan on being there. So come meet your favorite wrestlers for meet and greets. Bret Hart's going to be there. I think Flair might be there. But, dude, just the biggest wrestlers you could possibly imagine. I couldn't even run down that list if I wanted to. But a lot of big wrestling, a lot of wrestling events in Southern California will be happening for WrestleMania 39 weekend. And with us just being 2 weeks away, I kind of wanted to give a brief rundown, a brief overview of what is happening. I'm super excited for it, man. And, like I said, I'm just a huge wrestling fan, and I want to be involved. I want to be there. So I definitely got time to talk some wrestling. So if you're here and if you're excited for Southern California wrestling uh, at WrestleMania 39 weekend, let me know, man. We can talk about it. Let's talk some wrestling. Tell me what shows you're excited for. Which card are you most excited for for the companies? We got, WWE, Impact, New Japan, Ring of Honor, GCW. Which of those of the big guys are you most excited for? And which match are you most excited for? I mean, Roman versus Cody. That's some crazy stuff. So I'm excited, man. WrestleMania 39 weekend. Let me know what you guys think. We'll talk about it in the comments. And if you like what you're watching, then hop in the coffin. Follow us on social media at Coffin Radio. Coffin is spelled with a K. And that's all for today.
ASMR Coffin Radio.